spinning tales from who knows where. A scream, a laugh, a twisted thrill. Oh, the radio's hot and the night stands still. Turn it up louder, feel the shiver climb. Oh, the clock strikes terror. Right on time, it's Friday night, mama. Friday night lives, talking horror and drama. It's Friday night, mama. Oh yeah, Friday night lives. Friday night lives.
Holy shit, Rambo. What are you up to?
Doing well. I'm just hoping that everyone out there is doing well with the cold and the ice, and wishing the best for people in West Virginia, Tennessee. I know Nashville especially got hit hard, but hope everyone has a safe weekend and your family's been safe this week. Can't complain over here. Honestly, just been chilling, playing Silent Hill 2, the remake, which has been a lot of fun. Been the best thing I've viewed in a while concerning some of the stuff.
Yeah.
It's been a video game, so I can't complain. And the same guy that sent me that stuff I showed before sent me a few more, and I thought these were killer. So he sent me Razor Ramon,
That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
and then got a bit of John
Right,
Wick.
yeah. Yep.
And on top of that, because I was thinking of getting this, but I did finally get this. So
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
finally able to check it out. Really do enjoy the film. You guys have said nothing but good things about this, so definitely curious to see the uncut version. I know you've mentioned how it really does stand out with the added bits of gore there. So
Yeah. I mean, I like it a lot better just for the fact of like, it's a lot more of the squib stuff and a lot. And there's, one scene in particular that I think you've probably seen before where the zombie gets his head blown off completely, which is cool. That wasn't in the original release. Real quick though, before we get anything else going, I did want to say, welcome to Friday Night Lives, of course, but this is a somber beginning to this show because Catherine O'Hara passed away right before, just a couple hours ago. There was the news. I don't know when exactly she passed away, but it was reported a couple hours ago. And man, like, you talk about somebody that had a hell of a career too, and somebody that was incredibly talented in a bunch of different ways. I mean, she was a great actress, great comedian. She was great singer, had a great voice. Just incredibly talented. I was thinking about all the different types of movies she's been into. Like, I mean, from Beetlejuice to Home Alone to, freaking the Schitt's Creek series to all of the stuff with Christopher Guest that Christopher Guest did. She and a lot of stuff early on in the 80s and things too. I'm not even sure what happened. Like, I heard she had a heart condition that might have factored into it, but I don't even know. Yeah, the voice of Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Just a great actress, though, and seemed like a really, really cool person. You never heard anything bad about Catherine O'Hara. You never heard anybody say anything bad about that woman. So,
yeah, very sad. It's not ironic, but it's interesting. The last thing I saw her in was that John Candy documentary, and you could tell she really loved John Candy, and she really missed him. So I hope John Candy's giving her a big hug right now, and rest in peace to her. Like you said, very talented, seemed like a very nice lady. I think she was 71 years old.
Yeah.
Still way too young. So very sad to hear.
Yeah. I just there was not one that I was expecting. I guess you never really expect them, but like that was not one that I, just stuff like that happened so quick.
Yeah.
But she was amazing in what she did. So rest in peace to Catherine O'Hara for sure. Also, while we're waiting on Mark too, I want to bring up the fact that I like Predator Badlands. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers on here. Like, I saw people on here before I even gone on here that make sure you give him shit about liking Predator Badlands.
I didn't see that. Did they?
Yeah,
Really?
like, listen. That's just the way that it is.
What am I supposed to say?
Exactly. Like, what am I supposed to do? Watch a fucking movie and be like, I liked it, but I better get on here and say I didn't fucking like it. No, I have to be honest.
God damn you.
Yep.
But you had to throw a fucking shot at me about Congo. I saw that the other day. You're like, fuck
Well, I
you,
said-
Rambo. You like Congo. What the fuck does he know?
All I said was like, I know Rambo's gonna give me shit about this, but he fucking likes Congo. So what can you say? No, I mean, okay. Here's really what I want to how I want to break this down too about this movie. Okay. I understand.
Yeah,
Why?
you understood? Yeah.
Yeah, like I understand why people would not like this movie, especially like people that would like the original Predator movies, because it's not that at all. Like it's not that kind of movie. It's not really even like I don't know, it's not that type of action movie. It's like a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy film. I mean, more than it is anything like Predator, for sure. So, I mean, if you go into it, it just depends on like what you like, what your mindset's like going. Because I mean, I get what's wrong with the movie. Like when I watched it, I was like, okay, here's the fucking sidekick character. Here's the cute little thing they're going to try to make like action figures and shit out of. Like it has like a lot of the Hollywood tropes that they put in these kind of movies now. So I understand it. I just couldn't help but like it. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
fine. Well, you're wrong. That's what I'm supposed to say. I mean, people can like whatever they want. I mean, people like different things. I mean, I know it's a weird concept, but
yeah, I mean, Mark likes cocaine and like, so, people just. Speaking of which, where the fuck is Mark?
well, he did have internet issues, folks. He is fiddling with his box, playing with his box. So, he's got an internet router in his couch next to the stereo. So, he's got to refigure the couch to get his internet working again.
His couch is like a fucking transformer. It turns into like a router on one side, a tanning bed.
Okay, so you hate Predator 2, you shit on it.
No, you're not going to peg hating Predator 2 on me. That was the other guys. Like I really don't understand that argument. Like I get that it's not as good as the first one. I mean, it's not as good as the first one in my opinion, but it's a good movie. I mean, shit. Like, especially if you compare it to all the other Alien or Predator movies.
Don't talk bad about cocaine. But I heard that there are people defending Evil Dead Rise also in your comments. That a lot of people are big Evil Dead Rise fans.
I've known that one for a while. There's a lot of people that like that movie.
Well, what is it that, I mean, if people liked it, that's fine, but what is it that they liked? Because I don't see it. I think of Evil Dead, I think of creativity.
Yeah.
I didn't see really anything creative in Evil Dead Rise.
Well, in my opinion, the only thing there is to like about that could really stick out to me would be the main female Deadite. Like
okay.
that, I mean, she had a particular look that it was cosplayed for a long time, and people, she became really popular. I think that's kind of died down now. But
Horish.
yeah, I feel like that was the big draw to that movie. And
mean,
I can't think of anything else, man. Like, think about the rest of that movie and try to figure out, like, what the fuck else is there?
I mean, you sat down, rewatched the film, so it's more fresh in your mind. I don't remember much. What was the big creature at the end?
There was like, I can't remember exactly how this happened. I didn't rewatch the movie. Like, Wes rewatched it. I didn't fucking want to rewatch it.
Oh,
I was just going based on memory. But like, there's the creature at the end that's like an amalgamation of her and the other deadites and stuff. They're all fused together, and it's like crawling around and stuff. And that's the thing that gets like thrown in the wood chipper and shit at the end of it.
yeah.
But like, when I saw that, that's when I really was like, this is not anything like really related to Evil Dead. This is just some bullshit. And really, that whole thing was just, people talk about just silly. Just, I mean, I don't know if that was a purposeful attempt at humor. I don't think it was. I think that was trying to be scary.
I think it was meant to be serious, and it comes off as funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know how to do humor like they're supposed to in those. And I know there's only one. Yeah, go ahead.
I just don't think they do. I don't think they know. I don't think they're purposely trying to be like clever. I just think that it was like trying to be serious, and it just looks goofy as hell.
People like the family dynamics. That's in like every other horror film that comes out lately about family dynamics. I mean, you could name a dozen movies in the past 5 years. Crater Mania, I ain't watching that unless I get paid. Fuck that. New Silent Hill movie, I ain't seen that.
Oh God, can you imagine how fucking bad that movie is?
Like, I just flip through YouTube and everyone is like trashing it as if the worst thing ever. I'm like, why am I going to waste my time watching shit?
Alpha, like, weird thing about that movie was, for years and years and years, I hated it. I watched it one time when I probably 15 years ago and hated it, and then like when Severin put it out, I really, really enjoyed it. I rewatched it and like really, really enjoyed it, and I thought it was like one of the better films that they put out there for a long time. So my opinion really changed on that movie over the years.
Maybe that'd be a topic one day of films that have grown on you or films that have waned on you. I don't know if we've done a show about that, but
yeah, I think that is a good topic. Hold on, we got super chats from Bobby though. Hold on.
oh,
All right, he's just going right into it. There's no warm up, no anything. Matt is sleeping on the bed snoring. The alarm clock woke him. He rubbed his face and made himself breakfast. Carpool will arrive. You got a carpool? Yeah, shit.
I can't wait to see who's in this carpool.
Okay, there's more. Matt grabs Billy Yellow from his cooler and walks around and drinks and walks around and drinks. Carpool shows up. Matt says bye-bye. The idea of you just going bye-bye.
Who am I saying bye to? Myself? I guess I'm saying bye, I don't know, to the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobby. Jap Paul Evans, Rambo Rat for Life, all one word. Just type that on YouTube and you'll find it.
So a couple questions are coming in though. Have you want to hear the new HorrorCon in Lexington called the Spawn of Scarefest? Yeah. We had recently heard about that, Sven and I, and it's in June, I think. It's just like an offshoot of the Big Show, not the wrestler, but the big Scarefest show. I've seen a couple of guests announced for it, but in June I'm going to Living Dead weekend, so I'm pretty sure I won't be doing 2 conventions in the same month. I'll just wait for the big one, the Big Show. Oh, wait a second. I think perhaps waiting in the wings is the man himself. If you're ready, I know you're not ready. Here we go.
I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. I'm the man with the cash, I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. Back the fuck up before I smoke your ass, dog. Motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. I'm the man with the cash, I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. Back the fuck up before I smoke your ass. Big screen.
What's up, Mark?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
Good. Did you fiddle with your box enough?
Yeah, I played with it, and it finally came around. So
Yeah.
Is that something that just happened today, or it's been happening before? Or
it's kind of weird. I think it has something to do with the weather, and though I'm not really sure how the weather would even screw up my internet. I get like rainstorms and stuff, but it's just cold. But yeah, I've had connectivity issues with different devices, Wi-Fi wise, in the house, and I'm all the way down here. So yeah, I don't know. But it finally kicked in, so we're good to go.
You know, around here, if it gets cold enough, the internet just goes out. I think that's just Eastern Kentucky, though.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just glad I don't have any flooding or anything like that going on, because I saw a news story where people in Buffalo had a broken water main on their street. The entire street flooded, but it was, so if you picture like an SUV or something, like the water was as high as that, basically. Like it got into cars, and then of course it just got colder and colder. So it was literally like the movie The Day After Tomorrow, where you have cars frozen in place and like there's ice on it, and it was so crazy. If you guys could see the image that I saw of a car in the middle of the street with ice up to the window.
Jesus. Yeah.
So I don't even know how you go about like getting the damage taken care of on your car, or even getting your car out of the ice. It's pretty crazy.
so as I feel you, B, you're living in a Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Your worst nightmare.
Tomorrow. That is my worst nightmare, really, to live in a Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
By the way, Mark, did you hear the bullshit from last night that this guy likes Predator Badlands? He thought it was the best movie of the year.
I fucking did not think that at all.
That's the most shocking news of the year so far to me.
Anything else that we've talked about, that's the most shocking news.
What the hell? Now, I haven't, to be fair, I haven't seen it. So,
Well, then what are you fucking up my ass about it for?
because looking at the trailer and all the images, it looks like crap. But
Yes.
Stir in the pot.
Like-
Stir in the breakup.
The
Yoko Ono.
that's another part that I didn't really talk about in the video that we did. The CG Predator face is not good. I will 100%.
yeah, I kind
confirm.
of got that.
And like there is like at least 10 different times in that movie that for some reason it just screams. Like whenever the Predator gets ready to like fight anybody, it like opens its mouth up and like does that Predator scream, but it's just constant threat, and it just looks, it doesn't look great. But I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I don't know what you want me to say. I will not repent. It's
Wow.
it's just an enjoyable film to me. I did see this news story today. Did you all see this All American
Really?
Massacre? I don't. It
I'll
said
believe it when it comes out.
me too. It said something to the effect of like that they're reshooting and shooting a bunch of stuff and like they're basically trying to cobble together the movie, I think. Which is like an unofficial sequel to Texas
Yeah.
Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Mm.
I don't think how Like, how are they going to get the rights to do that? That's the biggest thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, without getting sued.
Yeah, I just
That's-
don't.
Has
mean,
launched a campaign with a goal to fund it. What a waste of money.
I was that was going to be my next question. Like, is it really in demand? Like, who's wanting that to come out so bad that they're actually going to put money into this?
What it says here, Dragon Studios has launched a Cinebacter campaign with a £75,000 goal to fund their completion and release. As of this writing, only 11,000 has been raised with 28 days to go. One of the new cast members is Miguel Nunez,
Well, there you go. That's,
who previously was with Dragon Studios on Trash's Revenge. So,
by the
that's
way,
studio.
speaking of Miguel Nunes, please God, tell me y'all watch some of the Sean Clark thing where he talked about Jewel Shepard
There's a fight.
into a fight. I was like,
That sounds about right, because they weren't on stage, and when I had heard all the different rumors about what had happened, his name kept coming up. Not that he started anything, but that he was just involved. So that tracks.
and from what he said, because I asked, I was like, "You talking about like a physical fight?" And he's like, "Yeah, like they got into like a." I'm like, I'm trying to imagine that, because Miguel Nunez is probably what, about 6'3" to 6'5", somewhere in that range, and Jewel
Yeah,
Shepard's
at
probably
least 6'3".
yeah. So it's like I'm just trying to figure out just the logistics of that. But the one thing about Jewel Shepard, though, like, she don't give a shit about anything. She'll fight anybody. Like, I mean, she's just one of those people that's just how she is.
And there's still no word on what it was about. What it was about.
Mm.
Why the
No,
fight
I don't
happened?
think he knew. And I'm not sure anybody's really said. I'd be curious to know. I mean, it seems like such a weird combination of people to fight, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because when the panel starts, you have everybody but them and Troutman. So I was thinking, like, did he get involved? Like, I can't see Alan doing anything like that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He's such a well-reserved guy. Like, I don't know if he got involved or not.
I can't imagine that. I just thought that was funny. Just a side story, just to think about them like brawling in some sort of convention. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of questions here, though. Let me go through some of these real quick. Speaking of Gyllenhaal, as we were earlier, have y'all seen that trailer for the shit called The Bride?
Mm-hmm.
That's the I know Maggie Gyllenhaal will have something to do with, she's the director.
She's
or something.
directing it, yeah.
Christian Bale's in it.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I think I saw that.
he's the
Probably be
monster.
like a Bonnie and Clyde or Natural Born Killers type of vibe with The Bride of Frankenstein.
I'm not sure what the hell they're going for.
I
It's
don't have,
different.
here's the thing, Wolf, and you know this. Gyllenhaal, anything Gyllenhaal has go away heat with me. Fucking so I don't care
You
if
may
they're
like
directing
it though.
I don't care if they're directing it, producing it, catering it. Like, I don't want anything to do with the Gyllenhaals.
Yeah, but you may like it.
Yeah, you might.
Look, if you
Jake's not in it.
You like Predator Badlands?
I know what you're doing even before you do it. Like, from now on, it's gonna be everything. Well, you like
That Guillermo
Predator
del Toro
Badlands?
movie that Oscars. You watch that. You may like it too.
I knew I should just shut the fuck up, and not say anything.
Keep it to yourself like a
Keep it to
secret.
yourself. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of CT, I did watch the He-Man trailer. That was dog shit. That trailer, fucking He-Man.
I haven't actually seen that trailer, so I don't have any.
It looked like I thought it was AI at first.
It probably was.
Trailer, and it looks like a shitty fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. There, it looks like fucking Marvel shut out of his ass. He/him.
Somebody said, talking about she got Joanna slammed. Yeah, Crater says, not to mention that she's went through some shit with cancer, and then you got Joanna Man trying to whip your ass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she went through cancer. That's too bad.
Yeah, she's been going through that for years now.
Mm.
I am curious though, if anybody will ever know or tell me.
How the hell you don't fight someone who's been through? Is she still going through cancer? Or she?
I don't know.
How do you fight
I
anyone
don't know
that's?
either.
Yeah, let me fight this bitch. Cancer didn't beat you. I'm gonna beat your ass then.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? I'm gonna finish what the cancer started.
I'm gonna just based on what I know about the two of those people, like I'm gonna just go ahead and say that it's probably something Miguel Nunez did.
Yeah, he always seemed like a dickhead.
The guess. Oh,
I've heard nothing but bad stories about Miguel Nunez. He seems like a complete fucking douche.
He was nice.
Mark liked him.
Yeah. He's a good
Kids,
guy.
you're black.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He's like the only.
He don't like white people.
Well, he definitely loves money and his phone. I think that's two things. That I
He
can
likes
say about him.
green.
Yeah.
He likes black. He don't like white. So it's like Mark. Big money Mark.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, the interview with you with Pizza was pretty rough because he was a complete fucking douche.
That was one of the only interviews, man, where I had to turn it off because it was so cringe. Like, I couldn't watch the whole thing because he was just fucking being a dick.
Oh, there you go. Alpha had a good time with him.
Yeah.
Is he part black?
Want to know the answer to that question?
You're right, Trader. You're absolutely right. I did. I mean, hey, maybe Miguel's nice, but he doesn't showcase it a lot. I'm just saying it's a lot of consistency of douchebaggery.
This is the Miguel I know. Sunglasses on was on his phone. Yeah, I mean, that's the Miguel that I've come to know and love. So before we move on to the main part of our show tonight, which by the way, like kind of default, we've decided like that it's going to be a show at the end is going to be a show just talking about like winter films, not necessarily horror films, but just films that we find to be the best films set in like cold winter kind of climates and things like that too. But before we get to that though, I'm curious, did you guys see the Arrow films that were dropped?
I did.
Earlier today, because that was interesting. A lot of movies, man. They always do some interesting stuff, but like some of those I hadn't seen in years. So I was curious what your guys take. So I mean, I can bring up what they were real quick. The one that really caught my attention was Soldier, the Kurt Russell. I'm curious what you guys thought about that one.
Like it. I think it's fun. I remember when that was coming out. I was so excited to see it. I didn't end up going. I can't remember why, but caught it later, and I was like, "Oh, it's just as killer as I thought it would be." Yeah. What about you, Rambo?
When I first saw it, I guess I thought, okay, this just seems like a very typical generic movie, but that's grown on me throughout the years. I've gone back to rewatch it, and yeah, it's like a Western but in outer space, and it's my type of movie. It's a guy versus a bunch of other guys. It's a little bit like Rambo, a little bit like other stuff. I wouldn't say it's the most original film, but it's entertaining. Kurt Russell's good, even with no little, what's like a dozen words he says throughout the entire film. Jason Scott Lee, I don't mind. Some of the CGI doesn't hold up the best, but with that director's one of the few films of his I like, Paul Wild Stallions Anderson. So I like Soldier. The features seem pretty decent. I'll wait to see what the price is and stuff. Maybe I'll pick it up. But I like it.
And then there was John Woo's The Killer, which was another one that got released. I'm not sure if that probably was one that got released by Scream Factory. I don't
It
100% know that, but yeah, I figured it.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't pick it up because it was Scream Factory, but
Well, there you go. Now Arrow's putting it on. So it looks a lot better too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the artwork and just the presentation. I figured that one would follow suit right behind Hardboiled. I was just waiting on that announcement, so I'm gonna get that, and definitely Soldier for sure. Those are must buys for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what they got on here that's new. It looks like a brand new feature-length documentary on John Woo's career, brand new interview with John Woo, brand new interview with the producer, the editor. Yeah, there's a lot of new extras on this, actually.
That's good.
New commentaries by John Woo. So, yeah.
Nice.
And then this was, for some reason, the most exciting one to me, because I haven't seen this movie in forever, but I love this movie, or at least I did when I was a kid. Inner Space. Joe Dante. It's one of those movies that he did that never really got the recognition that it deserved, probably. Like he might be the director. We need to do a show on Joe Dante one day too, by the way. He might be the director that has the most underrated films of any director that I can think of, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you guys think about that one?
I always enjoyed Inner Space. Martin Short's pretty funny. I think the effects are pretty solid for its time. Dennis Quaid. I don't mind Meg Ryan in it. Robert Picardo was fun as the cowboy. A lot of definitely some weird stuff, like the people being turned into short people. Little things there.
Yeah.
It definitely has that Joe Dante sense of humor. I don't know why Dennis Quaid and Martin Short never talk about it, because I know they're not in the features, and it's not like they're busy or such. And I think for both of them, it's one of their better films. But I think it has a new hour-long documentary at least, which is cool. But yeah, I don't know why they don't talk about it. Because I think Dennis Quaid was interviewed for Dreamscape, but Inner Space I think is way better. But
yeah, I would agree. I always thought it was fun. As a matter of fact, yeah, Joe Dante show would be pretty sick. he's got some really cool stuff in his film.
I'm telling you, just stuff that nobody really talks about. That amazing films. We should put that on the schedule at some point while we're thinking about it. But yeah, I wrote it down. So, but what are your thoughts about Inner Space, though, Mark?
Fun movie. Like you mentioned, I don't mind Dennis Quaid in it, although I don't love him in everything. But I think he works in it. Same with Martin Short, Meg Ryan, of course. It's one that I haven't visited in years. I don't even think I have it on anything else. But yeah, I definitely want to check out this release. I'm sure they're gonna do a great job on the transfer. So yeah, it's one I'm looking forward to picking up. I mean, pretty much all these, I want to get all of them.
Yeah, like Rambo was saying, I didn't notice this, but there is a brand new hour-long documentary featuring interviews with Dante, the producer, visual effects guy, the Robert Picardo, who's the only actor that's in it, that's in the documentary. So here's the thing with Meg Ryan too, by the way. There's two different Meg Ryans. There's cool Meg Ryan, the one that was in Armed and Dangerous and Inner Space. Then there's fucking hoity-toity Meg Ryan that's in When Harry Met Sally and shit that goes on from that. So yeah, you got to watch what Meg Ryan you're watching. Picking.
Which one is City of Angels?
Yeah, you didn't like Sleepless in Seattle? Come on.
God almighty. Was City of Angels the one with Nicolas Cage?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that she had the bright idea to do this while riding a bicycle, and then she's surprised she got hit by a bus.
Why couldn't it be
They-
Maggie Gyllenhaal? Like,
If you don't want to get hit by a bus when you're on a bicycle, don't do this with arms wide open like you Creed. You know, just you probably won't get hit by a bus then. Just saying. She kind of got what she deserved.
did she just for riding on a bicycle like that? She got
But
creamed.
don't let go of the handles and put your arms and like do this. Like watch traffic.
Shit, she's just trying to have a good time, Rambo.
Now she'd have a good time in the morgue.
Yeah. The next one though from Arrow is Die, which I freaking
What's it
don't remember
called?
this movie. The Eye. Is this the Jessica Alba The Eye?
No, that's the remake you're thinking about. This is
Okay,
the
this
original.
is the original. Okay.
Mhm.
Listen, man, there was a time period there when they did so many like J horror movies that were just like one word, something like it would be like the box, the crate, the fucking the eye, the shit house, the the tractor. Everything was haunted. Like they had so many damn things that were haunted. That
Yeah.
there's one called The Booth that was legitimately about like a haunted DJ booth. And then like so yeah, I think they went a little bit out of control with that after a while, but The Eye is, let's see.
It's the Pang
has-
brothers.
Trying to remember what year that came out.
2002, I think.
Okay. Well, you've got brand new interview with the producer, brand new making of featurette, an archival featurette. This guy's name is Oxide Pang.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something you'd fucking wash clothes with. You got that? Did you get a gallon of that Oxide Pang? I need to do towels.
Where's Danny Pang? He on
Yeah.
there?
Is Danny Pang in this? I don't know.
Oh, that's his brother.
What about Ping Pang? Is he?
Jimmy Wang Pang.
Jimmy Wang Pang? Oh, shit.
Yeah, Payteen
Ah.
Payne.
Oh, man. Anyway, thoughts about The Eye. Mark, you clearly seen this, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since like the mid 2000s. It was on one of those, I don't know if it was Parton or one of those DVDs from way back when. I barely remember it. I do remember liking it, but I haven't revisited it in a long time.
Fuck the eye.
I didn't mind the remake either.
Rambo.
Thought it was all right. I've seen worse remakes of those kinds of films.
So, have you
The
seen
remake.
The Eye?
Once, and I saw the remake, and that sucked ass.
Yeah, I remember the remake. I try to forget it.
Jessica could act for shit.
Could she ever act, though? Let's be honest. And did anybody really care?
I was just about to say I don't think anybody cared because
Mm-mm.
look at her. So
Thought you liked the movie. You said you liked the remake. She stars in it, so you must liked her. Right?
you talking to me or Uncle Bill?
Yeah. You said you liked the remake of The Eye.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I haven't seen it since 2008 when it
care
came
about
out, but
Listen, you leave him alone.
you don't like Jessica Alba Rambo?
You just said you didn't know who liked her. No one ever liked her. You just said that.
I don't think she ever I don't think anybody ever liked her as an actress. I don't believe I ever met one person that's like, damn, she was an amazing actress. But like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think anybody ever needed to. I just think there's certain actresses that look like that where it's like, who cares if they can act? That's always going to be the perception, like because of what they look like. So
what
there
was
you
the
go.
movie? What was the movie? The first time I saw her in anything, was it Idle Hands she was in?
that's one of the
Yeah.
earliest I can remember. Yeah.
was
And I was like, Jesus Christ. I remember watching that movie and like, I didn't even like the movie that much, but I was just like, Jesus, man. Like, who in the hell is that?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
I like
Uh,
Idle Hands.
Well, fuck you, buddy. What do you want me to do about it? I'm kidding. I mean, in hindsight, now that I watched
you
it,
were reflecting like Texas Chainsaw 3D.
in hindsight,
Because
now that I've seen it, more than once, I like the movie better now. But back then, I did not.
Texas Chainsaw 3D is like 3 dicks in your face. Fucking
Why you have to
shit.
bring dicks into the mix? Dicks into the
3D
mix?
it's because it's suck dick.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Phantasm doesn't have a 4K.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got a bunch of 4Ks, I think. I've got the really shitty version that what was it, Wellgo put out? Wellgo USA?
Yeah, well, go. I thought that was just a Blu-ray. Did it get a Region 1 4K? I don't think it did.
Fuck. Now you're gonna have to make me go over and look. Listen, I don't feel like getting up, but somebody do some research and figure this out.
All right, I'll
Because
check.
they had the Sphere set, right? Did that just have the Blu-ray in it too?
I think so.
And then I've got that, and I've got the single edition. I could have swore they put out a fucking 4K of that movie.
No, there's the 4K from Germany, the media book.
Yeah, I just see the Germany. There's a remastered Blu-ray, but the 4K is Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mark, I mean, so it's out in Germany, so that's just as good as anything else,
Yep, pretty much.
Now the big question is, will we all be seeing Brett Ratner's new film Melania?
I didn't know he had a new film.
Yeah, it's about the first lady.
Buddy, you call yourself a movie fan. You're not following Brett Ratner's career. What's wrong with you, man? Come on.
I thought he was still out of it for touching women.
Trump brought him back.
He's back.
Give a shit. Oh.
Brett Ratner, oh my god.
I honestly didn't know he directed that movie. Is that real? Like, I mean, I know it's a real movie, but is he the director? I don't have to
Yeah.
do some
I think
research on
that's like an MGM. So it's like an Amazon thing. One of those Amazon movies.
that. Oh,
It's a documentary.
Is it a fuck? Just answer me this, then we'll move on because I don't want to get into it. But is it a documentary about her?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I've never wanted to know more
Of
about
course
somebody
he
else
directed it. Of
in my
course.
life.
For fuck's sake.
That's what we need right now. Hell of a movie. Guarantee it.
No, don't. Never mind.
Rambo, when did you start collecting Funko Pops?
These were all sent by the same guy. The guy that sent me all that stuff I showed before. He sent me this, which was very kind of him. He sent me the Bullet to the Head and the Robot Chicken series. Then he sent me these. I showed these before, but he sent me all these. I don't collect them, but Razor Ramon was pretty cool.
I think
And
that's
then,
awesome.
John Wick. And then Mad Max and $1 Million Man. He just sent them to him because he was a fan. So I'm like, I put these up because, I mean, I don't collect these, but that's just a thank you to, people being that nice. I don't ever think I deserve that stuff, but people are very kind about that. I mean, I don't really do much of anything, but a lot of nice people. So what's funny about that is I did a stream and I guess someone was watching mine. So like a dozen people came in to just shit on me, but they paid
What?
like a dozen people came in at the same time. I'd never heard it before. They were shit on me, but they paid in super chats. So I'm like, oh, thank you. And I just because I thanked them, then they left. Because it was like 5 $2 super chats or 6 of them.
This was like all at once. Everybody came in.
Like a dozen people. I don't know if they were watching someone else's stream and they were watching me, and I guess maybe they saw this and stuff, but now I'm like, I better put these in every fucking thing. I got like $10-12 in the super chats in like 5 minutes, and then they
So
all
they
left.
just came into what, like shit on you having Funko Pops?
Yeah,
or
they're like,
just-
who is this guy? Oh, you're into, what was it, lolly something? I don't know what the hell it was. Like insults. I guess they thought I was going to be mad or angry, but I'm like, you're sending me money. Thanks. Why am I going to be mad you send me money? If you want to insult me, send all the money you want.
That's the wildest shit ever. Just come in
That
and
was like
drop money.
I think the last live stream I did, and then like within 5 minutes they left. And then people in the chat's like, what the hell was that? I'm like, I don't know, but I hope it happens every week now because thanks for
Is that
the
a
free
raid?
money.
You got raided?
You got raided, yeah.
Huh. That's not a thing. I know it is on Twitch, but you can't do that on YouTube, can you?
But a bunch of dozen people I never heard before, and they all say
barely-
like $2 super chats.
Okay.
Well, it would have been awesome to like $20 super chats. They just
Well, yeah,
all
that would have been better, but you get what you get. So, but thanks for the money.
get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Speaking of which, Bobby says Matt got home from work, standing in front of his carpool, saying, "I'm bored." The phone starts ringing. Matt runs to the phone, saying hello. Here's what I want to know, Bobby: are you writing out short stories before this and just like piecemealing them in like the thing, or is this just like shit off the top of your head? Because it seems like a whole story that's already like fleshed out.
Mm.
And there's another part of the story. Looks like
I do want to.
I don't know who's in this carpool, but hopefully I don't die.
Are any of us going to see the new Sam Raimi film Send Help? I saw the trailer to it. In what movie were we in? That trailer came on. Fuck, I can't remember even now what movie it was, but something about it just reminded me of like Red Eye or something like that. I don't know why. Like I just got a Red Eye vibe from it.
Makes sense.
I'll probably go and see it, but it doesn't look like a horror film, really. I'm not sure what it would fall under.
Some kind of a, yeah, I was going to say thriller, something like that. Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not opposed to watching it. That's for sure. There's a lot of other shittier stuff coming out than that.
I'm opposed.
You say you're opposed
I'm opposed.
to seeing it?
Sure.
You don't like Raimi.
If I can know.
I don't mind Raimi. I don't think he's done anything good in a while.
He hasn't. That's true. That's fair enough.
But hey, if it's good, people will say.
Somebody can fight me about Drag Me to Hell because a lot of people that think that movie's great, but it ain't. Okay. The continuation. The guy on the phone says they're coming soon. You should think twice of opening the door. Matt said, "What?"
It's ice.
And hang on. They're coming to take all of us.
They'll send me to Mexico. I'll be like born in East LA.
Oh, Jesus.
That'll be my theme song. I was born in East LA.
That's a great movie, by the way. It didn't get any kind of recognition.
Yeah, always enjoyed it.
So, before I get to any more of these questions, we're having a giveaway tonight, as we got like a lot of people in here. So I want to bring this up. We are, because I'm a dumbass and bought 2 of these. We're giving away the Blu-ray of Surviving the Game, which is one of my favorite films that nobody ever talks about. So this is the Gary Busey / Ice-T epic / Rutger Hauer that is Surviving the Game. This is the Scream Factory version, Shout Factory version. So here's how you can win this. Bobby's already been entered about 10 times now because any super chat of any amount of money will get you automatically entered to win that. So if it's 99 cents, whatever. But yeah, if you put a super chat in, yeah, you will be entered into a random drawing to win Surviving the Game.
You ever heard Ernest Dickerson talk about that film?
No.
Like the guy who was like a consultant on the set? No, okay. So he was mentioning this to Mick Garris, where he said the guy was like sort of like a hitman or something, like a legitimate guy who had killed people before. and he had worked with like the CIA and had done other stuff for the government that he couldn't go into. And yeah, he was explaining how people should get killed in the movie, what looks real, what doesn't, stuff with guns, stuff like that. It's a very interesting story if anybody's interested. I'm sure if you just Google Ernest Dickerson McGarris, you'll probably find it.
Something about that movie, though, man, like is really enjoyable. It's similar to Hard Target. That might be why. But like, I think Gary Busey's amazing in that movie too. He's just so unhinged. Gary Busey was really killing it around this time period too, because I just watched Under Siege, and he's great in Under Siege too. It's like there was a period of time there where he was really in like character actor roles. He was really, really good, and then he just went super crazy. He went too much. Like he went fucking Tajiri and super crazy and all of them at the same time.
Living the gimmick.
Mm-hmm. I hate you. Thank you for letting me rage. Here's $12.
That was exactly it. So that was the funny thing about it.
Mark, are you going to do a live stream at the Super Bowl when you go?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh, you're going.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have front row all to myself. I bought the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Live stream right there.
Bought what, the whole stadium?
Yeah, that too.
I'm curious, like, we talked about this on a past episode of Dead Pit too, though, but like, where does Raimi fit in with you guys? Like, if you got like, you know, Carpenter, Craven, Hooper, Romero, Argento, you know, all those guys, like, where is he in that list?
He definitely had an impact, I think, on the genre. I mean, how many films ripped off Evil Dead, and whether people like Darkman or not and stuff like that. I mean, he definitely had a style for a while there that was completely of his own, and he did a lot of innovative stuff with camera work and working with what he had because he had barely any money for a while. And I've always appreciated his work. I don't know if I would say he's over any of the other guys mentioned. But a strong filmmaker, very competent. I like his work. I mean, some of the later films, like Rambo mentioned, there's a couple questionable ones in there. But worthy of conversation, I'll say. As far as ranking his filmography, that's a whole nother thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, ranking this shit is a little bit more difficult for me, especially because some of the stuff that he did. But I always thought that, like, maybe he should have been a little bit higher than a lot of people think he, like, you know, in terms of where he fits in. Because, I mean, he did the Evil Dead trilogy, which is great. Did Darkman. He did Spider-Man, which is probably the only one that I could tolerate. Quick and the Dead,
Simple Plan,
which is like a great movie. So I don't know. He always gets looked over. He's not really seen in the same light as like all those other guys to me, like the Craven, the Carpenter, Hooper, Romero.
Yeah, and as far as like me saying like not putting him over the other guys mentioned, don't get me wrong. I think he's definitely talented enough to be mentioned with those guys. It's just those other guys listed right there. Like they spent like the majority, if not all of their career in horror. So ranking him amongst his horror peers is really difficult.
Definitely. Let's see. Do you guys like Split Second with Howard? I know Rambo does. Yeah. I think it's a solid movie too.
Yeah, it's really fun. Kim Cattrall in it, and I always like the look of the creature too.
I liked his gimmick too, where he's all like jacked up on shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, chocolate and donuts,
Yeah,
coffee. Yeah.
coffee and chocolate and just constantly like geeked out. Old
Yeah,
Dick.
yeah, pretty solid. All right,
Yeah.
Richard, you're in the drawing. Same with you, Jamroll. So we had Jamroll, Bobby, and Richard for the drawing for surviving the game.
Bobby says, Uncle Bill, oh shit, I'm cooking. Uncle Bill starts cooking dinner for groups like Matt and Mark. It's probably be stove caught on fire. They started screaming. CK shows up, runs to the stove, uses the fire extinguisher, and yells at the fire. But he probably would yell at the fire.
Has anything like that ever happened? I'll be honest, where a fire, like a stove, something, anything remotely like that. Mark, I know you did with cooking Jankum, but I meant like cooking food.
Well, to be fair, you don't cook Jankum, technically.
It just,
I don't
it
know
just
how
kinda-
you do it. Maybe you do it like special. That's how you afford the couches.
It just kind of marinates over time, doesn't it? Like
Yeah, exactly.
No, I've never caught anything on fire in the house yet. Knock on wood.
That's good.
Mark had fuck your couch money. Raimi didn't make enough quality horror movies.
Well, I mean, I like the Evil Dead trilogy. What other horror film did he do that was good?
Well, he didn't do that many horror films after that, really. So he did.
No.
I don't know if you consider Darkman's not really a horror movie. It's like a superhero movie.
Yeah,
I guess Drag Me to Hell, and then
that's like the only other thing.
Yeah.
really. That's why I couldn't rank him amongst the other guys. He branched out from horror.
so Crater's got him ranked like this: Carpenter, Romero, Craven, Hooper, Argento, and then Raimi. See, here's the thing that I've noticed. I think I know why this is. Whenever you talk to people about these, like who's the best director, I think the two directors that have the biggest cult following are Carpenter and Romero. Out of all those guys, out of anybody, as a matter of fact, like I think they're the two that have the most fan base. I'm not, we can speculate like why that is, but that seems to be the case.
So I'm curious for you, Raimi or Hooper?
See, I'm not a huge Hooper fan, man. Like, I think the Texas Chainsaw is probably, if not the best horror film ever made, you definitely like could make a consideration for it to be definitely in top 3. But all the rest of his shit, I've never clicked with me for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he made a film that surpasses everything that Raimi ever did. But if you're talking about like films that I can sit down and watch, probably Raimi like has the more films that I can actually just sit down and watch and enjoy.
Well, that's the thing, Crater. Do you consider Poltergeist a Hooper film or a Spielberg film? There's always that debate, which Raimi never had to have that debate.
Yeah, his style is definitely recognizable too, Raimi. Like he's got at least got a vision, or he did. I don't know about now.
Yeah, Raimi is definitely the better technical director than Hooper.
Yeah.
And but Raimi never made the Mangler. That's tough though. I mean, I do consider Raimi the better technical director. I'll say that.
Yeah, me too. Jonah says he wants to win surviving the game. It's underrated.
There you go. You're in.
I think I kind of agree with this. Raimi's like Hendrix. In 10, 15 years, everybody sounded like him, but it's not a bad thing at all to be compared to. Yeah. So he kind of like, nobody was doing the shit that he did during like Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 at that time period.
Mm-hmm.
And like then after that, like everybody caught on to the kind of like some of the secrets and started to put that in stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What are your thoughts about Westworld? I think we talked about this before. Like, I think
Yeah.
we all like Westworld.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get the Arrow 4K, but I do like the film. Never saw the sequel or the TV show, but I do like the movie.
I think we've all seen this one too. Omega Doom.
No,
You haven't seen it?
no, I've heard of the name.
It was on like a double pack with something else, a DVD that I bought. Is the only reason that I know it, and I can't remember what the fucking double pack was.
Hmm.
And I watched it like years ago.
You
Might
said
have
it
been,
was DVD.
yeah, it might have been Split Second and Omega Doom. It was something in Omega Doom, like on one of those crappy ones that has like the line through the two movies, you know, on the DVD.
Yeah.
Is Surviving the Game Ice-T's best movie or New Jack City?
Okay, Blind Fury.
Blind Fury, yeah. Okay.
Best movie, Ice-T. I think for Mark, when you say Johnny Mnemonic,
He's in that movie like 10 minutes.
or
No, I wouldn't say that.
Flipper kills Dolph Lundgren.
Fucking shit.
It's the best scene in the movie.
Dude, it's got to be New Jack City. I mean, I love Surviving the Game, but like New Jack City's kind of like a different tier somehow.
Yeah, they're both really good, but they're very different movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, New Jack City definitely has more weight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I forgot about The Gift. That's like a supernatural kind of, I don't know what the hell that would even be.
I guess you could consider it like horror adjacent.
Yeah.
Because it is, dealing with ghosts and spirits technically. So, I like the film. Well acted. One of the people always say Keanu Reeves is, questionable in a lot of different things, but he's so good at playing a heel. I think he doesn't do it enough, but that's one of those films where his performance really does stand out to me. Like,
You're right. It is like probably like the best perform. I mean, Kate Blanchett's great, but like Keanu Reeves is the one you really remember because he's such an asshole in that movie.
yeah.
I also though think that what's his name is really good in it. Oh, fuck. Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's really good in that too. And we got another one here. Holiday Style says The Burbs is a classic. Bruce Dern steals the show. Yeah, the movie's amazing.
Oh yeah.
You'll watch the show, The Burbs.
No, I missed it.
No.
Can you imagine?
I can't, and I don't want to imagine.
Fucking sitting down and watching that. I like Eating Alive. Okay, I like Salem's Lot. Am I well? I mean, that depends on how you look at it.
As well as anybody.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like, oh, you shitty.
You
You
fucked
fucked
up,
up,
buddy.
Uncle Bill. You fucked up.
How dare you say you like something I don't like something I do? Fuck you.
But I mean, it's like Toby Hooper has probably made more. He probably made more films than Raimi did. At least it feels like it.
You made a
So,
lot of fucking films. I mean, when you look at Hooper's films, especially when you get into like the mid to late 80s, I don't even fucking talk about the 90s, you might as well forget that shit. But like, I mean, it's very just okay. Like
what are your thoughts on Life Force?
the same thoughts that everybody else who ever watched Life Force has.
Other than her,
That's it though. What else is there to talk about?
Steve Rail's back.
When you think about that movie, what immediately comes to your mind? Like
Tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I was just curious what you think of the film. Like, do you like it?
I
Do you not
mean-
like it?
I love it, to be honest, but I'm not sure if it's the film, but it's got a great.
Okay,
set
you
piece.
like her, but not so much the film. It is
Yeah, the film's
story's
just
all over
kind
the
of the
place.
film's kind of there. And then Invaders from Mars, I loved as a kid, but it's not a great movie. I mean, it's fucking goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Then what else? Through that time period. So Funhouse is good. It's a really underrated film still this day.
Mhm.
Looking at it.
Poltergeist, fucking who knows like who directed that movie. I didn't get into that shit.
But do you like the film?
No. I
Mm.
mean, as I sit here and think about it, not really. Like, I
Okay.
get it. I get why people like it. I liked it when I was a kid. It's just I don't like that style of movie that much anymore. Just that
What style would that be?
Spielbergian family kind of horror film.
Family horror, like like Predator Bad.
I swear to fuck, that's it. I'm leaving. Fuck y'all. You mark to the rest of the show.
Family horror, like Predator Badlands.
I'm out.
You made him leave.
He was saying,
I'm back. I got over it real quick. Fucking
But yeah,
knew
you're
when I,
right
was, I
with-
knew when I was doing it. I was like, I'll never fucking hear the end of this. I'll just never die.
Mhm.
but you're right. From the '90s onward, a lot of bad. Spontaneous Combustion's pretty bad. Night Terrors is horrible. Mortuary and Gin.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean,
Like the Mangler really is like the best one he did
hmm.
from '90s to 2013, at least to me. So
What about Toolbox Murders?
I don't
What?
hate it like he does. I know you hate it. I don't mind it for what it is.
I like the movie. I bought it, so I don't hate it. He loved it.
See, I knew it.
I
He
can't,
did that with Disney
I
Chase
can't
on
fucking-
3D.
can't sit here and listen to a bunch of people blowing on toolbox murders. Fucking shit.
But Disney Chase on 3D. Do your thing, cuz it's so amazing.
Exactly.
I
Can't even tell
listen.
time.
That's a fair. I'll give you that one. That's a fair
That movie
point.
can't even tell time.
That
Does
is
it
a
take
fair
place in the
point.
70s?
It,
Does it take
it
place in
makes
the 90s? Does it take place?
it makes
It's
no
like
sense.
after the first film, but people using phones.
So here's the problem, though. Like, if you look at the overall Texas Chainsaw franchise, 3 is boring. 4 is fucking. Well, I don't even know what's going on in 4. I mean, it's enjoyable in its own way because it's so fucking crazy, but it really is.
I'll
not a
take
good
3
movie.
over 3D.
And then after that, you got like the prequel and the remake and the.
I'll take the remake over 3D.
Oh, fuck you, Rambo. That remake ain't worth a piss. Hold on.
Disney Chase on
We need to-
3D.
We need to cheer up because Bobby's back. Matt walks out the door with people cheering. Matt heads up the stairs and got into the helicopter. Got into the helicopter pilot by a what? A 6-foot monkey? A 6-foot monkey, I think is what we meant there. Giving you a thumbs up before taking off and heading to the cruise ship.
I wish that was my life. I wish I could go into a helicopter by a 6-foot monkey.
That's a hell of a day right there.
It'd be a monkey from Outbreak and take me to a cruise ship. I wish that was my life. Let me live that life, please. That'll be the life I live after I die. Will be Bobby's whole story about me.
So somebody brought this up too. This is good though. Gary Busey. All right, let's think about this for a second. So he had 3 amazing performances in the late 80s, early 90s in that time period. So Under Siege. Somebody brought up wait a minute, let me find that again. Where's that at? Somebody brought up Point Break. So Under Siege, Point Break, and Surviving the Game. Like all 3 of those are great. he's just got bit parts in all three of them too. Really,
Yeah.
like smaller parts. It's weird, man. Like he should
Same
have
with
been.
Predator 2. That was around that time.
Yeah, he should have been like given better kind of roles because he was like the best part of a lot of those movies.
He was pretty good in this film. I saw for the first time a few days ago. Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The one with Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Yeah,
that one?
he was the pitcher who
Yeah.
becomes friends with the kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it. I grew up on that one. I'm just a little surprised you've never seen it.
Nah, never saw as a kid.
Let's see. I'm way behind on this chat.
You keep leaving.
By the way, just a point for the chat. If you spam a comment in here, you got about guarantee I ain't never gonna fucking read it. Like, if you just keep like putting it up over and over again, it's probably never gonna get read.
Yeah, Mortuary was pretty bad. That's probably Toby Hooper's worst.
I remember we got that to review, I think, and I couldn't believe how shitty it was. Like I was astounded.
So I'll have a question. From like those big directors you had that list, what's the worst film? Like who made the worst film and what is it? If you combine Carpenter, Romero,
Out of all those guys, okay, so it would be one of their later films for all those guys, in my opinion. So if you look at if you look at Hooper, you've got like all kinds of shit you could go with, really, because he made some awful films there towards the end. Craven also has like My Soul to Take, and like what was the other one? Cursed. I mean, there's some bad shit in there too. Carpenter did The Ward and Ghost of Mars. I know people like Ghost of Mars. But to me, honestly, the worst film and probably the biggest drop off was Survival of the Dead. I just think that movie is trash and such a incoherent film and such a drop off from what he was doing that I think that would be it for me. I hate that movie. I'll never watch that movie again.
Yeah, I mean it's a complete 180, especially since he literally did like the best zombie movies ever. You know, like it's you look at Survival or Diary or any of those, and it's like, how the fuck did the same guy make these?
Yeah. I mean, I was disappointed in the theater when we went and saw Land of the Dead, but that movie was fucking, a masterpiece. It's like Shawshank compared to Survival of the Dead.
Yeah.
So, if you can remember when you first saw it, was it kind of shock? Like
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best way to describe. I was just watching it. It was more like boredom mixed with just hatred, and then kind of shocked at how bad it was, but also just mad that it existed, and also bored to tears.
You talking about
really,
Land or Survival?
I was talking about Survival. Is he talking about Land?
Survival.
I'm talking about Survival. Land of the Dead, I was just kind of like, this is just kind of generic and shitty, but you know what I mean? Like, it was okay. I mean, it was, but it wasn't okay, but you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like I wasn't physically angry, but
were you physically angry? Like,
oh yeah, like when, as a matter of fact, I saw Diary of the Dead, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? And then when Survival came out, I was just like, it's over with. Just do something else, like hang it up. And then unfortunately he passed away after that. But like, yeah, I was pissed. Yeah, it looked like it had a budget of just. It looks like it had a budget of $500.
It seemed like it.
Horseback zombies, horses turning into zombies. Fucking,
Was there a zombie on fire or something?
it's just the stupidest shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked horrible, like CGI. Yeah.
So to piggyback on that, is there a Romero film, like there's all the ones that he never made? Is there one that you go, I wish he had made that one?
There's so many there's a list that's like 20 films deep that he could have. The one that, like, of course, always sticks out is like Resident Evil, because
Are
I
you
mean-
into the games, or you just would like to see him?
I just would have liked to see, because that would have been like a continuation of the Dead films. I feel like if he would have done it, but whatever, like, whoever. But also Pet Cemetery, I would have been curious to see, like, because he was supposed to do Pet Cemetery at one point in time. I like Pet Cemetery, but I've never loved that movie. I'd be curious to see like what he did with it.
Yeah.
Let's see, what were some other ones that there's so many of them at one time. Shit. What else was he supposed to do?
The Stand.
I love this. I love The Stand though, man. Like, I know, well, the ending of it, the biggest problem with The Stand is the limits of like practical effects at that time period, and like makeup effects and that at that time.
Yeah.
But I
Because
thought
he wanted it to be a movie, right? That was the idea. He wanted to be a movie.
I think
but
so,
not
yeah.
a miniseries.
I think that Garrus does a really good job at the first half of that movie, and the second half is kind of like, it's
I agree
okay.
with that.
But Mick
The first
Garrus,
half is definitely better.
we should do a fucking show. You want to do a show of Mick Garrus? That would be a hell of a show right there, because that dude, that's an interesting career.
Mark could defend Sleepwalkers. He's got the bus.
I would. I don't give a fuck.
You do have the bus, right? It's a
Yeah, I do.
okay. Seawalkers fucking sucks.
Hey, Bill,
Hey.
how do you want Land of the Dead to be a better movie?
No, John Leguizamo.
That would be the first step. Also, the second step would be get rid of Simon Baker. Was that his name? The fucking
Yeah.
lead. Get rid of him.
Would you have preferred an unknown actor, or is there an actor you could pick?
100%. Like, see. So to me, that was always the thing that made Romero's movies the best, was that like they seemed like you weren't in a movie, like something really was going on, because he always had Pittsburgh people in it that nobody knew who the fuck they were. For the first, for the trilogy, Night, Dawn, Day, like nobody knew any of those people.
Yeah.
They, other than people that lived in that area. And then, like, as Hollywood comes in and stuff like that. So for Land, he's got fucking Leguizamo, and he's got Dennis Hopper, he's got Asia Argento. It's just like, it just takes you out of that vibe. You realize you're watching a movie, and not a very good movie at that, really. And see, that's why I think I probably like Bruiser, because those people were not really known at that time that did that movie either. And going back and watching that movie now, I hated it. It's another movie that I hated when I first saw it.
That's about to get a 4K.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's a really good film. I think it might be his last really great film.
Yeah.
Let's see what other people got in here too. Is Music from the Heart Craven's best horror movie? Yes.
I always forget he did that.
Larry hates The Stand, the Mick Garris version. Do you hate that one more than the newer one that came out? Because I tried to watch that and I couldn't even fucking make it halfway
Yeah,
through.
I never even tried to watch that one. It was that bad.
Another super chat. Psycho Hobo says Return of Silent Hill already considered the worst this year by a lot of people. Probably going to be top 5 worst by the end of the year. I have seen a lot of people take a dump on this movie, by the way.
Well, thankfully, I've not been requested it, so thus I'm not watching it. Well, someone requested, but I've been enjoying the Silent Hill 2 remake a lot.
He was supposed to do Salem's Lot as well. I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me. I think that Hooper did a pretty good job. Yeah, nobody ever talks about Stuart Gordon, but he had a lot of really good films.
I would agree with that. Definitely overlooked.
There needs to be like a mid tier. You know how like, you know, in wrestling you've got like the you got the A guys. We need to have like a mid tier show.
A mid card.
I'm gonna write that now. Yeah, like a mid card show of like, so you would have like Garrus and Stuart Gordon and like so many of those guys like from that time period that could be in there. Like
Yeah.
With Larry Cohen?
Larry Cohen, that's a great one. Lustig could be in there. Just guys like that did a couple of films and mostly low budget stuff. Just we could have the mid tier Royal Rumble. Who gets thrown out?
So this is a random question kind of based on the Romero stuff, but this is for both you and Mark.
Is it 2 parts?
No, just one.
Okay.
What was the best horror project that you ever heard of, whether a script that was written but never made, or a director was going to do, it never came about, but you wish it had been made? To be
Like
any
Development hell kind of project or something.
yeah. Just we were talking about the Romero stuff. Like for any director, whether it was a remake or an original script, one that sticks out is go, I wish that was made. Because a lot of these guys now, sadly, just too old, retired, passed away. But the one that got away.
Rob Zombie's Christine.
Was that real?
Yes. That was really like reported at one point in time that he was going to do that movie.
Like the Blob he was going to do.
Yeah, he's going to do the Blob as well. That's one that I just wish I could have seen.
That's how Halloween ends?
On a real note, though, let me think. Of all those guys, too, right?
Yeah.
Well, the one that immediately comes to mind, but then it doesn't, would be like if Romero had done the Day of the Dead that he wanted to, like
Yeah.
the big budget version of Day of the Dead, right? But then you start to think, like when you look at like when he got a budget, like what happened, you're kind of like maybe he didn't need, maybe like his thing was like low budget, or at least outside of the Hollywood system. If they'd have given that dude $20 or $30 million around that time period and just left him alone, I bet he would have made something amazing. But you can't give him 20 or 30 and then have like Hollywood studio execs and shit in there. It just, that clearly didn't work. So that's the one that I've always really been curious about of what would have happened. But if you're talking about like a project that like just, you know, never came about one way or the other, I'd really have to think about that.
For me, it'd have to be Shadow Company, the John Carpenter one.
Oh yeah.
For those who don't know, that was a film. They were very close to being made. Fred Decker and Shane Black wrote the script. Would have been a late 80s movie starring Kurt Russell. And it was about these Vietnam vets that died, brought back home. There was an experiment, and during the Christmas season, they come back and ransack the town. And Kurt Russell, who was the guy who didn't die from the unit, he's much older. It's been years since Vietnam. He goes back to try to stop them. So it's a Christmas horror film about undead soldiers from Vietnam, written by Shane Black and directed by John Carpenter. So I think that would have been like 88 to 89, somewhere around there. But definitely that one for me.
A couple of people have got some stuff in here too. The Faculty 2. I didn't know that was a thing, but definitely could have been. Romero's original War of the Dead was supposed to be After Dawn, which I think that's good. Let's see. John Carpenter's version of Halloween H2O. I think H2O was a pretty decent film. I mean, for that time period, I don't know how you would have really done that. John Carpenter ain't doing no fucking Halloween that's gonna be worth shit. Like, I promise you. Like, he's just not.
He probably at least would have had the mask straightened out so it's not 18 of them in the same movie. Because he would
Did
have
you see
had more
that?
control.
Did you see that shit about AI, like fixing all that stuff? Yeah. That's wild.
That would be interesting if someone like did that for the entire film, but that's a lot of work, and the trouble is to be consistent.
Yeah. Mark, did you have one?
I was trying to think of one, and I had read this. This was years and years ago, so I'm not even sure how true it was. And this was supposed to be way back. I think maybe late 80s, early 90s. I'd seen something about Cronenberg doing a version of Frankenstein, which I thought would have been interesting considering the body aspect of it. That's like the root of the story. So I can only imagine him, you know, at his peak, like doing stuff like that. Like that would have been pretty interesting. And that, of course, this is before like 15 other attempts at Frankenstein. So that's one that comes to mind. You guys ever heard about that one?
No. But that, I mean, that would have been the perfect project for him, seemingly.
Yeah.
What if John Carpenter directed a Terrifier movie? Can't even imagine that.
No, I can't either.
I'll tell you another one though that just popped into my head. Like, if Fulci was able to do Zombie 3 completely, because that was like a classic case of somebody else came in. Who was it that came in? Was it Matei that came in, or Fergaso, or one of those guys came
One of
in
them,
and yeah, and had to finish that movie. But I wonder what it would have been like completely if he would have got to do an actual sequel to Zombie.
Yeah. I'd like to see it. That would have been cool.
All right, boys. So yeah, just to be clear, all night long, you have a chance to enter in to win Surviving the Game, the Shout Factory Blu-ray. If you put in any super chat, super sticker of any amount, does not matter. You'll be entered to win. We'll randomly pick. I don't know if we'll randomly do it at the end of this or just randomly fucking do it after the show. Probably after, because I ain't keeping track of all this shit right now.
Jonathan sent in another one.
Jonathan sent in another one.
I would say probably at the end of the show, ask of the people, I have them written down, if you already have the film or if you don't want the film.
I should just star them. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
I think of that.
But probably at the end, like for anyone like for who sent in Super Chat, if you already own Surviving the Game or you don't want it, let Uncle Bill know. That way, give it to someone who does want it and would like it. And
I'm gonna have to randomize this some bitch on a wheel, which is my favorite thing to do. It's like playing bingo. You know, us Eastern Kentuckians love bingo.
But so far for that, it's Bobby, Jamrall, Richard Fitzwell, Jonathan, Holiday Styles, Psycho Hobo, and I believe that's it so far. So,
all right. So let's talk about winter, because let me tell you something. It's in full fucking effect over here. I'm sure it is where Mark is too.
Oh yeah.
So I put together a list of like the best, my favorite. These are not horror films necessarily. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but just the best film set in like the winter. And I know that you guys did too. So we'll just go around like round robin style and talk about some of our favorites. Mark, there's one on here that I know you're going to do, so I'm not going to do it. Like I fucking just know it. So I'm just going to like erase it.
Well, I don't have a list of anything, so
Okay.
I mean, it might be one that I mentioned. I actually got one in my head that I did watch last weekend during the storm, so we'll see.
Yeah, me and Savannah watched like as many as we could of like, you know, snowed in like horror films.
Yeah.
So we got through like a bunch of them, and some of them are on here, but like the one that I know nobody's going to do, I just know it. That was one of the films I really liked, and I saw it in the theater. That has a really great winter vibe. Some people hate this movie. I liked it a lot, but it was The Gray. Liam Neeson fights a bunch of wolves.
Right.
It's kind of got like Lampoon now because it basically is Liam Neeson fighting wolves, but like I thought it was actually pretty entertaining. Like if you get past that, that's the end of the movie. Really, like it's really a survival film more so than it is anything else. I think he had plane crashes out in the middle of like the Antarctic or Arctic or something like that, and he's got to find like a way to survive. And there's all these wolves that are kind of like around the whole time, and there's just like a continuous narrative that he has in the film too that's over top of it that I always liked. And it always had like a really like I don't know, sad, somber kind of vibe to it. Like you got the feeling that he probably didn't survive the end. But you don't really know. It had a great ending, a very like William Friedkin ambiguous ending to it as well. I always liked it. Thought it was a great movie that was set in that kind of cold tone.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about the Hateful Eight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a great. What do you got, Rambo?
Well, I wanted to look at something kind of outside of the box, so I picked Wind River. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that film, but it's a very good drama thriller starring Jeremy Renner. I'm so bad with names. Jeremy Renner. It takes place in Wyoming at this Native American reservation. Jeremy Renner is a guy that works for Fish and Wildlife and discovers this frozen body of this 18-year-old Native American on this land. It's Taylor Sheridan directed it, who of course created Tulsa King, Landman, all this stuff. He directed the film. Just very well written, very well acted. You really feel the isolation and the ice on this landscape of Wyoming. It's that pretty good mystery. He joins up with this FBI agent as they investigate this homicide, and won't give the rest away. But yeah, if you like Taylor Sheridan, if you liked some of his shows like Landman, like all the stuff he's created, Yellowstone and stuff, did very well observed characters. That guy knows what he's doing in creating characters and writing, and he picked a really good cast. And I like Jeremy Renner. I'm glad he's doing better from that crazy accident where he pretty much got ran over, pulled in. It's the way he described him, man. I don't know how he just survived, but I'm glad he did, because I always liked him as an actor. I never saw the Jeffrey Dahmer film he was in where he starred as Dahmer, but yeah, Wind River is definitely worth a look for anyone who has never seen it before. But that definitely, when I thought of this topic, that's one that came about. Very good film.
Yeah, he's got that Hawkeye money now. He should be fine.
He's an Avenger.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is that they offered like season 2 of that show, but they were going to pay him half. And he's like, why? Because I'm half the man. So he didn't do it because they're like, okay, fuck you then. I don't need to do it. Life's short. But anyway. How about you, Mark?
So this one I'm just picking at random because, like I said, I don't have a list, but I did watch this last weekend, and it's a film I haven't seen in years. Does not have a physical media release, at least an HD one. So I had to go seek it out on a streaming service, and I watched Stephen King's Storm of the Century.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's one I haven't seen in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so directed by Craig R. Baxley, who did The Wonderful I Come in Peace. All 3 parts are written by King himself. It's interesting seeing it again because like I said, it had been so long, but just some of the performances. Tim Daly, I think, is a really good lead. And Colm Feore is just fantastic as I guess he's like a demon or something.
Seemed like a
Um,
vampire kind of.
No, he wasn't. Well, at least not a traditional one because he
Yeah.
never bites anybody, but he's also in the sunlight all the time. So it's I think he's more of a demon. Just watching it, he's talking about how he's getting older and he wants someone to pass all of his knowledge on to. And then there's all these discussions that he has because he knows everybody in the town, at least their secrets. And yeah, he mentions hell a lot. So yeah, I think he's more of a demon. But yeah, what a standout performance. He's probably the best in the movie, I think. I mean, he kind of has to be because the entire film centers around him. But yeah, good supporting cast. It's interesting, some of the callbacks. I mean, they mentioned Derry a lot, as well as other King characters like Dolores Claiborne, stuff like that. So it was quite the rewatch, man. I liked it. I've seen some people say it's really slow, it's not worth the payoff, but I've never minded the movie. I think it's from what I remember, it's a lot better than the other one that came out right after that, which was Rose Red.
Well, there's a lot of people that champion that movie, though, really, that I've seen on the internet that really like Storm of the Century.
Okay.
And like I said, it's been forever since I've seen it, but I'd like to watch it again.
Man, that was like 4 hours, a little over 4 hours, I think. It's a long movie.
Yeah.
Or miniseries, I guess. It's a miniseries or so.
Yeah, that was a film when I first saw I wasn't sure about, but a few years ago I rewatched and I agree with you. It's nice slow build up.
Mhm.
And yeah, Colm Feore, he stole the show. Give me what was it? Give me what I want and I'll go away. It just
Yeah.
it has that good sinister tone to it. So
Yeah, and they, despite them shooting around all of the violence, because there's quite a few people. I mean, it's kind of like a slasher because that's just what he does. He just slowly kills everybody in the town. Well, most people, not everybody. And you get to the end, and they do the whole kid thing, which I'm trying not to spoil it for everybody in case anybody hasn't seen it. But man, that was such a fun watch. I mean, it was perfect time for it. Like, completely matched the atmosphere of like the real outdoors here because like it was zero visibility, just like in the movie.
So I'm gonna go with, we watched this one too, and I hadn't seen this movie in forever. When the snowstorm, it's actually more like an ice storm hit, and that is 1983's Curtains. It's a Canadian film, and it's got that fucking Canadian look, man. It's got that, I don't know how to explain it. All those Canadian tax shelter movies look the same, though. They all had a particular like look to them. And Synapse, redid the film. I think it was Synapse. And John Vernon is great in it. He plays like the sleazy like director guy that has Samantha Eggar's character committed. And the start of the movie is like she wants to research what it's like to be insane. So she voluntarily with him like commits herself to this insane asylum, and then he just fucking leaves her in there. And like he like goes off and like to film this movie and has all these other like younger actresses and stuff like vying for her part. But those like she gets out and like those actresses like one by one start to get like killed. But it has an incredible tone. It's really dark. That even though it's set in like this snowy kind of like mansion retreat kind of place, and of course like the scene of the movie that is probably the most memorable is the ice skating scene, because the killer is it's dressed like a hag mask that's friggin' awesome. And there's a scene where one of them is like an ice skater and she's out on this pond and she's ice skating and the killer comes up in like a slow motion. Like she should have seen this coming for about a half an hour. This killer is like skating up to her with a sickle, and it just lingers on this shot like forever. But I just think there's something about that movie that is truly kind of weird, surreal, and horrifying. So I would definitely say Curtains is on there too. It is a Canadian kind of giallo, yeah.
I haven't seen Curtains and it's been so long. I have it on like one of those really, really shitty DVDs where there's like multiple movies on the disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
for-
Synapse.
For the longest time, like it had like horrible transfer. You could barely see anything that was going on. So the majority of people that saw it like that, like you probably hated it because it's like you're not gonna know what the hell's even going on. But Synapse cleaned it up really well. Yeah.
All I saw in that, I still don't know what the hell was going on. With
Yeah.
the plot. I was confused with the plot, I will say. I didn't really understand. Because wasn't that like it was filmed and then they shut down, then they brought.
There was like there's a dispute between trying to remember, it was the producer. I think it was the producer and the director, and like they fought like just constantly throughout the making of the movie. And I think they fired one of the directors, maybe hired another director. And they finished it. Yeah. But I gotta be honest with you, like any slasher film from the 80s that was made in Canada, for some reason, like I have like a hard on for it. So this was no exception.
Wasn't Prom Night in Canada?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was.
You like Prom Night?
It's all right. I like Terror Train better.
Me too.
I agree with that.
I do too.
Yeah, Rabbit has a Canadian feel. That's another one that's very similar.
It's not a slasher, but Rituals I really like.
Yeah, I like Rituals too. The one with the doctors that go up in the hills. Yeah.
Hal Holbrook, yeah.
Prom Night 2 is better. It kind of is. To be fair, it's definitely crazier.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What do you got though, Remy?
I'll mention another different type because it might not seem like it, but because of the holiday that's based on Groundhog Day
Oh yeah.
with Bill Murray. Of course, Groundhog Day, February 2nd, which we're coming up pretty soon. So that's what made me think of it. Very funny movie. Definitely one of Bill Murray's best, in my opinion. Always weird that during the film, I guess a loss that was going on with him because him and Harold Ramis had that big fight. And then he didn't talk to Harold Ramis for like 20 years until he was pretty much on his deathbed.
Yep.
But the film itself is a very interesting mix of humor and heart. And it's also interesting to think of, what would you do in that situation? Like, people have done tallies as to how long he probably lived there. It was like probably like decades. And I don't know, just some interesting food for thought, but also a lot of very funny bits in there of like, what would you do? Like, would you eat everything? Of course you would. Then you get so tired of it, then you try to off yourself. Then you get tired of that. Then it's very intriguing character arc and redemption of the character, but also a lot of funs and laughs in it too. And good cast, Andy McDowell, was a Chris Elliott being in the film.
Yeah.
And yes, Chris, Ned, which is like the fuck out. But I don't know what your thoughts. I never heard you guys talk about Groundhog Day. How you feel about the film?
Oh, like you mentioned, it's definitely one of Bill Murray's better films. It's it's one I would really love to revisit. I've seen it quite a few times when I was younger, but as an adult, I haven't seen it as much. I think out of all of his stuff, I'm trying to think about some of his stuff that he was doing around that time.
What
What
about
year was that one? Yeah, that and it's a couple others. I mean, I guess it's probably one of the best from around that time. Kind of have to be, right?
He did,
he did that
King.
elephant movie?
What year was that? What year was Groundhog Day?
93?
Uh,
I think it was 93.
Yeah, I think it was.
So there was like Quick Change, and there
Yeah.
was Mad Dog and Glory.
yeah, that's what
Right,
I was
yeah.
thinking.
And then after he did The Man Who Knew Too Little and Larger Than Life with the Elephant and
Mhm.
Bob.
Yeah. But the fantasy aspect of it, I really always enjoyed. Ramis did a good job directing. Really liked the screenplay. It's a fun movie.
And it created a whole subgenre. Like, how many movies have it been described as Groundhog Day,
Yeah,
That's a great
Happy
point.
Death
Yeah.
Day,
Yeah.
yeah.
tons of other stuff.
It was one of those movies too that was always on cable when I was growing up. I probably saw that movie like 20 times just because it was constantly on, like one of those channels. I can't remember if it was HBO or Cinemax, one of them. Just always remember it being like around. First of all, I always liked Andy McDowell as an actress, and she's great. Secondly, it's probably like one of his best just overall roles, where like he's carrying the whole movie essentially too. Scrooged is another one where I feel like that's the case. But Groundhog Day is a different type of movie, and it's more of like he's carrying it, but it's more of like a dramatic kind of movie.
Mhm.
I think it's great. It's been forever since I'll probably never watch it again because I saw it so many times, like growing up. It's just not a movie that I'm gonna seek out, to watch again. But the cool thing about it was, he had to come. It had an arc to where he had to come to realization that he couldn't change certain things. Like the old guy keeps dying, like he keeps trying to like save him. He just dies like over and over and over again. Like, yeah, it was. He could change everything else, but he couldn't change like death, and so
Mhm.
it was interesting for a comedy of that time period, especially. I still don't know
Yeah.
exactly what the fuck happened between him and Ramis on that movie. Did it ever like explain, like, I mean, what happens that you have to like quit talking to somebody for 20 years?
I mean, I think the initial fights were like how Ramis had to keep reminding Bill it is a comedy, while Bill wanted to be more philosophical. But I think there's a lot more issues. Maybe Bill was going through like marriage troubles or other troubles and just took on that guy, or because there was also that thing where people kind of said, well, the only time you have a hit is when Hal Ramis is involved. Because Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, Stripes.
Mm. I could see that. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if Bill Murray has ever. I mean, he was an asshole. It's been proven many times. It could just very well be that. And
Could be.
I don't know for certain, though. Bill was reading Mistra, and then Hal Ramis grabbed Bill by the collar and slammed him against the building. Stephen Tobolowsky, who played Ned, has said that I could buy Bill doing that.
Yeah, there's so many stories about him getting into fights with people, like physical fights with people. Like, it's ridiculous. What do you got, Mark?
I got nothing.
Killer. All right. Well,
Yeah.
good night, everybody. We'll play.
That's it. We're done.
I'm gonna wait it out.
No, I'm thinking, trying to think of something.
I'm just gonna wait. Okay, let me bring this one up. We can both talk about it.
Or wait, what was the one that you thought I was going to? Is
That's
this it?
that's the one I was going to say.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're the one that turned me on to this movie,
Okay.
and I feel like it's a perfect example of like where the time of year plays into the movie really well too, and that's A Simple Plan.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is just a great overall story. It's a very simple story. It's very well played out. I think it's probably like the second best Billy Bob Thornton performance I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, he's really good in it.
Just a great fucking film, man. And the whole thing is like takes place in this, Arctic kind of environment, which makes it more isolated, which I think might have been part of the point too. But I love that movie. I had never really seen it until recently when Arrow put it out, but you had talked about it for a long time before that.
Yeah, I mean I think it can get overlooked even by some Raimi fans, but they cleaned it up, put it out, and to me, I think it was well deserved, and Paxton is so good in it. Like you mentioned, Billy Bob, I think they got great chemistry. You really do buy them as brothers. What's his name? Gary Cole, who plays like the FBI agent towards the end of the film. Even when he pops up, I'm like, man, he does such a great job of being completely ruthless and just doesn't care about anyone, will kill anyone in his way. And that's not the typical performance you get from him. So that was nice. But yeah, man, Rambo, you've seen it, right?
It was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely has that. It's perfect for this time of year. It's not set around like Christmas or New Year's or anything, is it? It's just like a winter movie, right?
Yeah, it's just set in.
Yeah.
I don't think it's set during any particular holiday or anything.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was amazing. Like at the end of it, when Billy Bob Thornton, like his character gets just so tired of like dealing with the whole situation, and he just like asks him to kill him, and just that whole thing, that whole scene's great.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough watch.
Yeah,
you don't really want him to die either. Like it's
right.
And
I think
it's.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's one of those films where you could kind of put yourself in their shoes and what would you do? How far would you go? Kind of film. I always like those. It's sort of like a better version of that newer movie that had a similar plot over money. Lucky Day. You guys seen Lucky Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So it's kind of like that.
I don't think there'll be a better movie about that than Simple. I think Simple Plan might be his best movie, honestly. Like just from like start to finish, like it might be Raimi's best overall movie.
Yeah, I mean it's very, very solid. I mean you could put it up against a lot of dramas from that time, and I think it would definitely hold its own. Shot well, like everything about it works really well.
Yeah. So I will say too. There's a bunch of movies that we watched, like I said, like over the whole snow in thing. But the one that probably most like felt like, well, there's two, but I'm going to say like one of them. But the one that most felt where like the weather and everything was like a part of the plot because it kept the guy from going anywhere was Misery.
Oh, of course.
And it just like, the whole idea of that movie is you're stuck in there with this person who's your biggest fan, who's also insane. And by the way, she played insane really well because it wasn't like over the top, like, drooling at the mouth, fucking, crazy kind of slasher movie insane. It was like she was fine some of the time, and then some of the time, like there's the scene, I think probably the best scene in the movie is where she like comes in and he's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Oh, sometimes I just get the blues," or something like that. And she's just kind of walking around. And then she's like, "I got this gun that I keep." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And then she's like, "I probably should leave before I decide to use it." And then she just fucking leaves and just comes back the next day and she's fine. Or she, acts like. And there's
Definitely see like
of,
someone like bipolar or something.
yeah, there's a lot of nuance to that performance, though, man. That like there'd be certain times too. I noticed watching it again where like he would say things to her and she would just be like, "Yeah, you're probably right," and then she would just like walk off the fucking scene, and it was like it's so perfect to like what that would be like,
Yeah.
But I think everybody knows Misery's great. But I think that the whole thing about that movie too is that it's out in the middle of nowhere, and it's like a blizzard. You're snowed in. You can't fucking do anything. You can't get anywhere. You couldn't get anywhere even if you wanted to because his legs were broke. But I mean, yeah, just the whole design of that movie, the production design makes it wonderful too.
Yeah.
Mark, you go again. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I had a lot of options, but I didn't want to repeat stuff that we talked about before. So, like, I could mention Cliffhanger, but we talked about that on the Stallone one because I love Cliffhanger. Misery was one of mine. I fully agree with that. The Thing, The Shining, we talked about those a lot. Those are absolute classics. So I'm going to bring up one that I actually do like from a director Uncle Bill hates.
Oh, God damn it. Are you going to go ahead?
I think I know what it is.
I know what it is.
We'll see if I'm right.
Adam Green's Frozen.
No.
Was that the film?
Well,
yeah. Well, somebody mentioned it. That's why I was thinking of that.
I didn't even see that. But
to be fair, of all the Adam Green movies, that's by far my favorite one. Like, so I mean,
I mean, I think it's an interesting idea to be on a ski lift and what would you do, and you really feel the cold and the isolation. And I thought Emma Bell and the others did a pretty good job. You just picture yourself in that situation, wonder what the hell you would do in that, and like you said, he could not rely on gore to tell that movie, so he had to use actual filmmaking techniques, which I thought were better than any of his Hatchet films. And to me, while I've never been a big Hatchet fan, that to me showed that he was capable of making a pretty decent film, because I like that one and Digging Up the Marrow. So there's a few of his I like. So, but yeah, that one I never minded, never thought it was that bad. Kind of went under the radar, but yeah, I thought it was an interesting concept. You go on the ski lift, and then because some outside forces not in your control screw it up, you're stuck there, and it's like, what are you going to do? And I thought it was filmed well. It really showed the height. It really showed, again, how isolated and the cold and how much you'd be affected by that short amount of time. Yeah. And considering there's so many movies, it's hard to find something that's a little bit more original, because I've not seen a film like that before. So, yeah, I liked Frozen. 2010, I believe it came out. So,
yeah, I think that at the time we reviewed it, and we both kind of liked it at that point too. I mean, it was definitely better than the other shit, like the Hatchet stuff that was going on.
yeah.
I'll tell you a movie that I saw recently though that I think has the same kind of premise, but I thought was like much more like unnerving. Was have you ever seen Fall?
That sounds familiar. Yeah, is
The
it
one,
Tall Needle?
yeah,
Yeah,
where the
sounds
two girls
familiar.
go up on the fucking huge needle and like they get stuck
Mhm.
up there.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, man. That's like my worst nightmare. When I watched that movie, I was like, because I fucking hate heights anyway.
Oh,
That
okay.
was not like, yeah. I got nervous just watching that movie. I was like having heart palpitations and shit was happening to them. I was like, how are you sleeping on that fucking thing? Anyway, that's beside
That
the
was
point.
Mason Gooding in that too. Just thought about that.
It wasn't.
Yeah, him and Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, I remember Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I didn't even think about Mason Gooding being in it though. Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of that other film, the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, where he's walking in between the two buildings on the thing.
Yeah.
Mm,
I forget the name of it. I don't know why I'm blanking on it right now.
Somebody
yeah,
out here.
You talk about anxiety or whatever. Watching that film in 3D, that was an experience.
on the walk.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
never-
Frozen.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Frozen. I give him credit for that. That was a good premise. It was a good movie. It was well executed. It showed what he could do if he hadn't got stuck on that fucking Victor Crowley shit. And I had to ride that out to the end.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I guess the popularity is for his stuff. I mean,
Mark,
that's what
have you
people
seen
always
Frozen?
ask him about? Have I seen what?
Frozen? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Got it on Blu-ray over there. I always liked the movie. I thought it was a nice departure from the Hatchet stuff. I think that came out between Hatchet 1 and 2.
Yeah,
But still, there was just so many straight to DVD slasher movies and all that kind of stuff at the time. And I mean, I like that kind of film, but seeing that and I was like, wow, it wasn't what I expected at all. That's one I will be rewatching soon. I should bring it up. It's a good movie.
All right, Mark. Let's do like DX and break it down. What do you got?
Go to the chat for like 20 seconds and I'll find something.
All right. Jackson says, "What the hell hasn't Mark seen?" And that's a good point. That motherfucker's seen more movies than all of us put together.
Winter stuff.
you talk about Cool Runnings, Mark.
What?
I haven't thought about that movie in
haven't either.
decades.
Right. Brett says that Hard Eyes 2 is in development. I'd actually look forward to that.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
Larry likes Fall. Oh, this Fall was great too. Great twist at the end. Yeah, I did not see that twist coming when I first saw that movie. Cool Runnings was great. Grumpy old men. That's true. It does take place in the winter.
Yeah,
That's
it
funny.
does.
I was actually on my list, Grumpy Old Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of like,
Isn't there a whole thing with him ice fishing and stuff in it? Like
Yeah.
that's like the whole like one of the big things in the movie.
and one trying to
Mhm.
stab the other with a frozen fish and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I did see Acres of Movies, Silent Night, Bloody Night, the remake.
Oh fuck me running. That's another one I watched last night, by the way, because Rambo was talking about it, and he's right actually, as he sometimes is.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, not with Congo, but he was right about this, which was the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched that last night and I was like, this is fucking completely different. Like completely different. But actually pretty good in its own way. It had some batshit crazy scenes in it that didn't. I always like that. It's one of my favorite things when like somebody's just making like a straight kind of movie and then they just put a scene in there that's like out of fucking nowhere, like the Nazi scene where you're just like, what? Like we're, but it's great. Really surprised me that movie did. Like I didn't expect it to go that angle at all.
Is it one that you would purchase in the future, like to add to the rest of the?
I don't. What the only you want to know? Honestly, the only movies that I've purchased, like new movies that I've purchased, Rambo's favorite, Long Legs, like Pearl, X, and Maxine, also
Okay.
Rambo's favorites.
I like Maxine.
I mean, there's been very few.
Well,
Let's just say
you
that.
like Hard Eyes, but you probably wouldn't buy that, right?
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Or
I would never buy
Companion.
that.
Okay.
But I would never buy that. I mean, I like those movies and I watched them, but I just would never. I know
Plus,
I'm not going
I'm
to
sure
go
with
back.
those new films, you just stream them if you really want to watch them again or something.
Yeah.
What is it? Do you think is like the reason why you would? Is it? I mean, you'd rewatch them again, but you wouldn't own them. Is there something
They just don't.
specific? Go ahead.
There's something about the nostalgia factor, probably, of like having those movies that you kind of like grew up with, or like having movies from that time period, or and plus they do actually benefit a lot more than new movies from like upgrades and things like that.
Very true.
That's probably a big part of it.
But will you buy Predator Badlands?
No, no, I don't fucking
Better
buy
before
Predator
4K or Predator Badlands, Mark.
Yeah, that's.
I'm looking forward to the sequel though, Rambo. They set that up at the end. So
Oh my god.
remember my mother.
Yeah, you gotta fight his mom. Fight his
I can
mom.
just watching that movie being like, I totally understand. Like Rambo fucking just hated this. But I can just see you watching it and like,
Oh my god.
yeah.
But yeah, I get what you mean though. Like I like Sound of Deadly Night as well, but again with newer films, it's just like you said with the older films, because we grew up watching these like a dozen times, so it's more that adoration for it and the curiosity. What features does we haven't heard them talked about before? So much time has passed, so maybe there's a lot of nuggets of information. When they release a new film, they don't really put much features and other stuff into it. It seems like
Mhm.
only for older films they do that.
That's true. I don't think that people that would buy a new film really give a shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they probably are banking that they wouldn't be like real like movie fans as much as they would just be consumers of things. Like
yeah.
that.
And when you buy an older film, it's like almost like a little package with it, because there'll be commentaries, there'll be features, documentaries, or like a book or a bunch of other stuff added to it. So it's not just a movie; they make it like a little package deal for consumers. They don't really do that for new stuff.
yeah,
I suppose. Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff they absolutely don't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about the whole voice, like him hearing the voice in the movie, that whole aspect?
It was actually done really well. I mean, it's something that's been done before.
Yeah.
But I thought that they handled it really well.
And how do you think of the guy, the Halloween Ends?
I fucking hated to say it, but I thought like he did a really good job.
I agree.
He was 1,000 times better in that movie than he was in Halloween Ends. I'll say that. And the chick, I was like watching it. And I was like, I know her from something. Then it occurred to me she was like the friend or whatever in Happy Death Day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, she's actually really good in it too. And I like the ending, like how they did that, and that made sense. And so yeah.
Yeah, it's Matt Modine's daughter. I forget her first name.
Did you say is that Matthew Modine's daughter? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah,
I didn't fucking know that.
it is.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Though now that you say it, like, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I started that movie. I did not finish it on a perfectly legal streaming service, of course.
of course,
And
yeah.
yeah, I thought it was okay, but again, it's nothing jumped out at me. It didn't really get going yet, so I'll probably finish it sometime this weekend. Give my thoughts next week.
I
So
mean,
you're gonna
I
hate
won't-
it.
What?
So you don't hate it.
I'm willing to give it a chance. I don't think I will.
That's for the
I mean, let's be clear. It's not as good as Predator Badlands. Let's not beat around the bush.
sure as hell is. Fuck it.
That's just become like the
That's going to be the
The-
new thing for
yeah.
a while. I'm just going to ride it out. Let's see how
Hot to
far.
trot. Fuck it.
I got off hot to trot pretty quick by liking Predator Badlands.
man.
So Mark, did you come up with a winner movie yet, or
I did not know. I mean, I could talk about The Thing or ICU or whatever, but we already covered those.
I was surprised you didn't mention like Long Kiss Goodnight or something.
Long Kiss Goodnight's great. Yeah.
Didn't we? I thought we recently talked about that. I mean, I could, but I think everybody's.
You know what that movie has though? That's great. That no other movie really has is like it's got a great woman killing a deer scene. There's
Oh,
just
yeah.
not enough woman manually like breaking.
That's
a
not
deer's
where I
neck.
thought you were going to go with that at all.
No, but seriously though, it does have a wonderful. It's got a lot of great scenes, but the one that really stood out in my mind for some reason was the car crash scene, and that's part of it. But like where she comes out of the fucking window and everything, the way they shot that was great.
Yeah.
And then it kind of the switch flips, and then she breaks the deer's neck. And I thought that whole sequence was really good.
Yeah.
Wiley draws.
Also, this is probably what you thought I was going to say, Mark. The thing with the wheel, where it's bringing her up from the water, and like
Yeah, where they're trying to get information out of her, torturing her. Yeah, it's a great scene. Yeah.
yeah.
Back when Rennie was the man for a while.
Let's see. I didn't see one battle after another. Somebody was asking about that. So last one that I'll say real quick though, because I feel like that the atmosphere of this movie was wild. I'll never watch this movie again because it's just so fucking depressing, man. But like it's a good movie objectively if I look at it, but it's not a movie that I ever really liked that much. But I think that the environment played a huge part in the whole like vibe of the movie. 30 Days a Night. Because really the setup for that movie is like there's 30 days of fucking night and it's cold and shit and these vampires come out and yada yada yada. I'll never watch it again though. It's such a depressing. It's so fucking brutal, especially for a mainstream movie around that time. It's like everybody gets killed, like the families and shit. Like, just, I don't know. It's just not a feel good movie. It's great though. Exactly. They should have called it 30 Days a Night and it's cold as shit.
I'm guessing you never watched the sequel to that.
Fuck no.
Okay. That's
What would the sequel be like? Just more fucking
another 30 days.
Murder. 60 Days a Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Rocky 4, the training scenes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Rambo, what do you got? I know you got at least one or two more.
Don't pick Die Hard 2.
Oh, hell yeah.
Washington, D.C., got the snow coming in. Really utilizes the cold fairly well. And it's not as good as the first one, but I always like Die Hard 2. Whether it be, I think, the bad guy. Not many times you don't see someone take down a whole plane full of people, especially nowadays. So it's pretty cold-blooded from the villains. It's got some good action sequences. And I like the setting at the airport. Again, they're not gonna really see that do nowadays after 9/11 and stuff. So definitely a movie of its time. A lot of good supporting roles. Dennis Franz, for example, he's always a lot of fun to see. Yeah, so there are parts that are fairly unrealistic. When he's in the cockpit, they throw the grenades in, and the grenades take like 5 minutes for it to explode, just enough for them to get the thing and go
Yeah.
up. Because that's not how grenades work. It's not like they throw and it's like, okay, wait until I do this. But it is just a movie. But I like a lot of the Die Hard films, except the last one. But sadly, didn't get to see it in theater, saw it on VHS, but did fairly well when it came out in 1990, I believe. But yeah, I always think of that with Washington, D.C. and all the cold and snow and it's Christmas time and all that stuff. So, especially when he's outside in the snow trying to get the lights going so that the plane can see him, but then it crashes down.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
pretty- Yeah.
That's a cool scene. I also really love the scenes where like they're all set up in that like house. They're all fortified, and the scene where they kind of like take that over and everything. And then for some reason you got William Sadler doing like naked Tai Chi or something. I was always like confused by that scene. But,
Yes,
that
just
is a-
be weird. He's psycho. He's naked.
it's like, did that scene really need to be in there? I don't think so. I think you could have left it out. Everybody would have been fine.
I'm just that guy's like, I worked out for this. People need to see my ass.
It's like, yeah.
Like Jean-Claude Van Damme. I need the booty to be in focus.
That's
movie.
like the scene in The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren where he's fucking naked in the sewer. If you remember that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, it's like, why is he doing that?
Well, I mean, it sells. He's insane.
You know another one though? I don't know. I think it's because you said sewer that this triggered this in my mind though. Batman Returns. That's like a really good winner, like a use of that kind of landscape and everything too, with the penguin and all that.
Yeah.
Always enjoyed that.
He's channeling his inner John Kreese. Yeah. Mark, are you coming to Living Dead Weekend this year? Take a private helicopter, land on the roof of the mall like they do.
Big killer.
That's a great setup. I didn't even see that coming.
No, I'm not. As of right now, unless something changes, no. I don't plan on coming.
Matt, I actually ordered this movie, but I can't get it because nobody can get up here to deliver it. So I'm still waiting on Vinegar Syndrome to. Actually, I guess I'm waiting on FedEx or UPS or somebody to be able to get up here. Because I ordered that and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark at the same time. Oh, I'm shocked no one has mentioned Gremlins. I don't really fucking like Gremlins, if I'm being honest. Like, I mean, I like it okay, but it's another example of like the Spielbergian fucking family film. Just talking about that earlier. Something about that style of movie, man. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Like Predator Balance.
All right. Good night, everybody. Fuck it. Shut this show down.
I just thought of one. I know you've seen it, Rambo. Have you seen Ravenous before, Uncle Bill?
Is that the cannibal one?
Yes.
Yes, but like, yeah, I don't remember a fucking thing about it.
I think it's set during like Mexican American War. Guy Pearce is a lieutenant. And the scene that always got me was the beginning where he plays dead under like the corpses
yeah.
of his fallen,
Yeah.
like,
I
you
remember.
know, the soldiers or whatever. And then of course there's like all this, you know, blood and detritus from like these carcasses on top of him, dripping down on him and in his face. But as the film keeps going, Robert Carlyle shows up. He's an insane cannibal that brings sort of a, wouldn't say it's because it's not really supernatural. I mean, I think that Guy Pearce discovers like through eating human flesh and other people, like you can regenerate or something like that, and you get stronger. You develop the strength of the other man that you've eaten. It's a very weird film. I'm still even surprised that like Fox distributed that film back in 2000, and of course it was a bomb. But I mean, it's a cannibal war film, so probably didn't scream like
Probably not the best, like, mainstream release to put out.
exactly. But it's got a lot of really cool scenes in it. Always the music stands out quite a bit. Very reminiscent of like that crazy score from Psycho, like the opening theme. And yeah, David Arquette's in there as well. Yeah, it's a good movie. Definitely worth rewatching.
I was going to say that's one I would like to watch again too, because I don't remember a friggin' thing about it other than like that first part that you were talking about. I don't think I own it.
It's a Scream Factory Blu-ray, I believe.
That's probably why I don't own it.
Yeah, but there's some really killer like scenes throughout the whole thing. Has a weird vibe all throughout. It's good though.
Yeah. Second half of Dumb and Dumber. It's killer.
That is in the winter.
I think The Thing and The Shining are the two ultimate like movies like that.
Yeah,
But
those are the ones that
we've talked about those like 8 million times. So
exactly.
yeah. Okay, Rambo. Before we end this tonight, pick a winner. Just randomly pick somebody. We don't have to do the wheel or anything, but just fucking pick somebody. It don't matter. So whoever wins, according to Rambo, is going to get this edition of Spider. If you're in here and you hear this, then please send your address and all that shit to Dead Pit. Dead Pit email is, I believe, deadpit@gmail.com. So
Send me a super chat, pay me off. Okay, let me. Do I pick it here or like right now or just?
yeah, we might as well because they're going to have to know anyway.
I would say Bobby.
Hell yeah, Bobby.
Bobby Reynolds, if you're watching. I'll message you on Facebook. Let me know, and if you already have the film or such, let me know. Could always pick another winner, but yeah, just message me on Facebook, or I'll message him, and then I could message Uncle Bill on Instagram, and because he might have gone to bed already, but I'll message him. I'll let him know, and we'll go from there. So
works for me. All right, bulls. We're doing a commentary next week. The question is, which commentary? So let's put up a poll. Mark, can you do a poll on fucking YouTube?
You can.
I mean, can you specifically do one? Because I got no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Two choices.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you have to do it. There's no questions. Two choices. Soul Man or Predator Badlands. We're going to do a commentary on one of them two fucking movies.
Predator Badlands.
So those are your choices.
how do you do a poll? I'm trying to think.
I don't have any clue. But
Maybe
I
on the
don't
YouTube side, maybe not on the StreamYard side.
Yeah, I can't do it on. You don't like Soul Man.
So let me see. Justin Jack says Soul Man. Civil Wing says Predator. 444 Chroma says Soul Man. Right in the chat, guys. I'll count them up. So we got
Keep in
2 for
mind,
Soul Man.
if we do Soul Man, that's going to be great because it's Soul Man. If we do Predator Badlands, though, it's going to also be great because it's going to be me and Rambo fucking doing Predator Badlands. So think about this.
Jeez.
I don't think I want to do that. Against the Dark with Seagal. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll get to that one at some point.
Seen a lot more Soul Man.
Yeah, that's a shame, too.
It's-
I feel like
Yeah, it
Good
looks like
movie.
Soul Man's the winner. We got Soul Man, Soul Man, Soul Man.
you got like 50 Soul Mans. No Predator Badlands, really. That's just,
Like 2 for
could have fought
Badlands.
like all
Thank
day.
God. I watched Soul Man over Predator Badlands. He's so bad.
Oh, shit. Okay, so get ready for it. Since you voted for it, go happen.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, Soul Man commentary. Never thought I would utter that sentence, but that's what we're doing.
Fucking
God. Just tell CK be careful with the thumbnail. Don't want to get the channel
You
suspended.
know he'll do something crazy. It's like, please just do like the cover that they fixed. Like on
Yeah.
DVD.
Do the politically correct cover.
All right. So Bobby, congratulations though, whenever you see this. Like you won surviving the game. I'll send that out. Rambo, you can get me the information and shit. That'd be great. And yeah, so next week we'll do the Soul Man commentary because you know what? Fuck it. Life's too short. We'll probably all be deported soon anyway, so let's just go ahead and get that over with. Yeah, thanks to everybody for watching as usual. And just remember that everybody dies, but Friday night lives. See y'all.
A big thanks goes out to our supporters over at Dead Pit on Patreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
There's so many hours of content. We've got reviews. We've got songs. We've got live streams. We've got exclusive streams. We've got non-exclusive streams. We've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
Dead Pit on Patreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play with.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about
shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck.
and it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, fools, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to fucking hell.